Today I'm going to try out some watercolor pencils by Derwent. They're called Aquatone. They are color all the way through. There is no lead going down the center. It's all just watercolor pencil, which is nice. So let's see how they work. I'm going to start out with it kind of dark and get a little lighter, kind of a gradation there. Of course, I'm going to have to wash my brush, otherwise it's not going to work, but start out with the darker, wash my brush, use less color there to see how light it can get. So basically they work just like watercolors, except that they're in pencil form at first. So now I'm going to add some blue on top of that. Looks like it's going to bleed a little bit. And let's see how they mix together. They don't seem to be blending very well. I think adding wet to wet in this case doesn't work. That one spot looks kind of bad. I'll add a little yellow, see if that won't lighten that green a little bit. Didn't work very well. So here's the yellow. I'm going to add some blue and then a lighter green. And let's see how these mix together. So the idea here is just to see this particular brand, how these watercolor pencils actually work. Maybe some of you have never used watercolor pencils before or didn't even know they existed. This time I'm going to try and stick it in the water here and see this way how that works. Okay, so I can see some bleeding going on, some little starbursts. You can learn more about those in my watercolor techniques video. That worked okay. The thing that I'm noticing is the color is coming off in kind of chunks, especially when it's wet first. So I suppose if you want that kind of look, which is perfectly fine, these might be just the pencils for you. I'm going to try a magenta, put it in the water first and see what happens there on top of the blue. Obviously it's going to hopefully turn purple, and it does. And I mean, there's a unique look to that, and who knows what you could do with it. Now the bottom swatch that you see there was created with a watercolor pencil by Crayola, which is considerably cheaper, a student grade. However, as you can see, they act a lot alike. In fact, it's looking like they blend together a little bit faster without the chunks. Now you know a little bit about what watercolored pencils can do. I will leave some links below in the comments so that you can pick out the watercolor pencils that are just right for what you want. And the most important thing is have fun with them.